Hey guys, it's me Jasmine, and for today's video, you guys, I have been waiting for this so long. I'm going to be reviewing Bretman Rock's new collaboration with Wet n Wild, the eyeshadow palette. I don't have everything, I just have the eyeshadow palette, but you guys, I have been waiting for this for so long. I remember him posting about it a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh my god, I want his palette. My grandma actually bought me it, so here I am actually reviewing it. If you want to see how I came up with this eye look, just keep on watching. So to start off, to prime my eyes, I'm going to use my Smashbox concealer in the shade Cool Light. This is my all-time favorite concealer. It's so great on coverage, and what I like about it is that it doesn't make me super dry on my eyelids because I do have that problem. It's pretty pricey, but I mean, it's well worth the money. I think I got it like a month ago and it's lasted me all this time, so I really like this concealer. So I'm just going to be blending it out with my beauty sponge. And then to set my concealer, I'm going to use my AOA Studio Brightening Setting Powder. And I'm just going to set my concealer so it stays in place and I don't crease. Okay, now that I have primed my eyes, let's go straight to the palette. So the first shade I'm going to be going in with is this purple right here. This is called Feeling Myself. I think Feeling Myself, but he just kind of spelled it different. But I'm gonna go in with this purple shade right here on my AOA Studio E136 brush. Already by using these, like putting on the shadows on my brush, there's a lot of fallout, so I wouldn't recommend doing your foundation first then doing your eyeshadow. Well, some people do that anyways, but I just don't recommend you doing that because there's a lot of fallout in this palette. So I'm just gonna pack that shade on my eyes in like my crease area. Already I can tell that these eyeshadows are very dry. They're not as creamy as I thought they would be. Normally Wet n Wild have really great eyeshadow palettes, but I don't know what's going on with this one. I mean, it doesn't look patchy, but it just, I don't know. But this shade is definitely a lot lighter than it shows on the palette. So these are definitely eyeshadows that you would have to build up. So yeah, you definitely need to pack on these eyeshadows because they're really not that pigmented nor creamy. They're very dry. The eyeshadows are beautiful. Like, as you can see, like, they're beautiful, but I just don't like the formula. I think I'm judging a little too fast. Once I heard that Bretman was collabing with Wet n Wild, I was like, I need to buy that makeup. I really wanted to buy his whole collection, like with his sprays, his brushes, and his lip glosses, etc. But literally everywhere I've been going, everything is sold out. So my grandma actually purchased this palette for me. I went to Walmart yesterday and I went to Walgreens the other day and I didn't find anything. Everything was like sold out. At least I have the palette, so I was like, I'm just gonna review the palette, might as well. I haven't done my makeup in literally forever because I was just so busy on moving, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my makeup right now. Okay, this eye looks a lot better than this eye right here. I think it's just my blending skills. So by far, this is actually a really pretty purpley shade. I mean, it's not the best. Now I'm gonna go in with this pink shade right here to blend out the purple. This is called Flaming Ho, like flamingo, ha ha ha. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna mainly focus this above my crease just to kind of blend out this purple shade. And I'm gonna be using the same brush that I did with my purple shade. I definitely need to pack on the purple again because I feel like after I blended out this pink shade, like, where's the purple? These are really pretty colors, like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, they just fade super quickly. Like, the purple is gone. So let me stop judging, and once I finish the eye look, that's when I'll judge. Since my purple has faded away, I'm just gonna add a little bit of more purple just to kind of deepen up I think with these shades, you just really have to have patience and work your way through them. They're not too bad right now though. We'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna pack on more purple. Okay, I think that's blended quite good. So to cut my crease, I'm going to use the same concealer that I used to prime my eyes, and I'm going to be using my AOA Studio E123 brush. This is just a flattened brush. It's great for half cut creases. So I'm just going to be doing a half cut crease. And then just so it doesn't crease, I'm going to be setting that with my AOA Studio setting powder. Okay, and now I'm just going to be cutting my other crease. And now I'm going to just set this eye. Okay, now that I have cut my crease, I want to go in with a shimmer shade. I think I'm going to go in first with this shade right here called Prowl. Oh my god, do not come at me if I'm not saying these names right. But I'm going to go in with this glittery gold shade right here. And I'm just going to be using my same flat brush that I used to cut my crease. I was looking on YouTube of other girls reviewing this palette, and they did mention that the glitter shades are a lot better than the mattes. Because to me, I feel like now that I'm using it and I'm putting it on my eyes, I think the glitter shades are a lot more creamier than the matte shades. Which is kind of weird because you would think all of the shades would be pretty creamy, but no. And I'm mostly focusing the shade on my inner corner part of my eyes because I do want to put another shimmer shade. So the next shimmer shade I'm going to be using on my eyes is this one right here called Liar and a Cheetah. Very cute. And I'm going to be focusing this shade on the middle of my eye, closer to my outer corner. This shade's not going on as good as my gold shade. Let me try it with my finger. See, oh yeah, see, with my finger, oops, sorry, I'm using my middle finger, but with my middle finger I do get a lot more coverage. So I'm gonna do my other eye. Already I can kind of tell that by putting on a lot of the shimmer shade, it is kind of clumping up. Right now you can't really tell, but on this eye it's kind of getting clumpy because I've been putting on a lot of the shimmer because it's not as pigmented as I want it to be. Kind of a bummer. So enough of the shimmer shades. I'm going to be going in and kind of blending out my outer corner. I'm just going to be using the same purple, dark purple shade, and I'm going to be using my E132 brush and focusing this shade more in the outer corner. I'm going to go in with my blending brush and just kind of blend this all out so everything is nice and blended. And then I'm just going to do the same to the other eye. Okay, this eye look is really coming together and I'm loving it. Now that I've kind of like finished my eyes, I'm actually really liking the palette. I definitely judged way too quickly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean out all this fallout. So I'm going to do a wing eyeliner, and the eyeliner that I'm going to be using is called Seraphine Botanicals. I don't know the brand name, but it's called liquid coil waterproof liquid eyeliner. So it's just like an eyeliner pen, but it is so pigmented. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use that. So I know it kind of looks really bad right now, I'm not used to using an eyeliner pen. I'm always used to just using a normal brush. Honestly, I'm not even gonna use that eyeliner anymore. Like, I already effed it up. Okay, let me just clean up this eyeliner with my NYX concealer. I'm not going to be using that pen eyeliner. I'm just not used to using a pen, and it just kind of messed everything up. I didn't even want to do a big wing like this. I kind of just wanted to do a nice simple wing, but liner was just being too complicated, so now I have a big wing liner, but it's okay. I'm just going to be using my go-to, my AOA Studio liquid liner. And now I'm just going to clean my other eye. So now that I have finished my wing eyeliner, I'm going to go on to lashes. The lashes I'm going to be wearing are my Romwe lashes in the style 509. So let's put on these lashes. That was probably a whole ass fail. So I put my lashes on, but let me just get started onto my face makeup because the sun's already going down and I don't want to miss this. So let's just get straight to my face makeup. So you guys already know my favorite primer is my AOA Studio Illuminating Primer. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit on my face. God, I have like no more. I have a new one, but I'm just trying to use this one. Now I'm going to use my AOA Studio F6 brush to kind of blend out this. The foundation I'm going to be using is my Physicians Formula Brightening Complex Foundation in this shade LC1. So I like this foundation because it has like a lipstick applicator and I don't have to like pour it on my hands or whatever and like put the product on. I can literally just do that and the product's already on my face. And then I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend this all out. Now to conceal, I'm going to use my same Smashbox concealer that I've been using. So I'm just going to put this on my under eyes, the center of my forehead, my chin, Cupid's bow, and the center of my nose, or the tip of my nose I mean. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend that all out. Now I'm going to set my eyes very quickly so I don't crease. I always like to set my eyes first because I crease so easily and super fast. So I always need to make sure that I'm setting very quickly. And then to cream contour, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contouring stick in the shade 806. So I'm just going to do this on my cheekbones, the sides of my forehead, my nose, my chin, and my lips. Now I'm just going to set my entire face with that setting powder, and I'm using my F4 brush. Now to put some bronzer on, I'm going to use my Lotus palette. I'm going to use this middle shade right here, and I'm going to be using my F14 brush. So after I bronzed up my face, I'm going to be using my Tarte blush in the shade Tipsy, and I'm going to be using my F24 brush. And then after I put on my blush, I am going to use my Sleek Makeup, hold that, and I'm going to be using my F19 brush. I know you can see it. I know you can. Okay, now I'm gonna finish my eyes. I'm just going to use the same shades that I used for my eyeshadow. So I am gonna use this Wet n Wild mascara for my bottom lashes. So I do need an inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna go back with the palette and I'm gonna use this really gold yellowy shade, and it's called King of the Jungle. What I'm going to be using for my lips is this Bite Beauty lip crayon in the shade Glace. I'm going to be using my AOA Studio Wonder Matte Lipstick in the shade Naked. For shine, I'm going to be using my LA Colors Glitter Gloss in the shade Rockstar Glam. Now I'm done, I'm just going to set my face with some setting spray. And this is the finished look. I give this a 8 out of 10. I really liked this palette other than the mattes just being super dry and kind of hard to blend, but the shimmers are absolutely stunning. I think this palette is well worth the money. I'm obviously going to be using this palette again because why not? It's Bretman Rock and it's super cute. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on my bell notifications so you can get notified every time I post a new video. Follow all my social medias down below in the description box. I'll see you guys for my next one. Bye!